just a small question. It's to Scott. So Scott, as a patent attorney, a lot of early stage entrepreneurs comes to us and they ask us the why question. Why should we have a patent? And we end up describing all the benefits of having a patent that will help you in increased valuation. It will help you to establish your USP. It will help you to bring out the unique technical aspect of your product or the service which you're offering, and also keep the competitors at bay. And one of the important point which we also share is it will please your investor. So, as an investor who specializes in investing into early stage entrepreneur, how do you look at a entrepreneur walking in with a patent in his hand, saying that I have got a patent protected or a patent pending technology, and this is my business? How would you look at from the investment perspective? Would that impact on the increased valuation, or how's your perception when somebody walks in with a patent?
Yes, I agree with your premise is that it adds value. Yes, I agree. Patents they're a thing, right? It's an asset, and entrepreneurs at the early stage generally don't have very much. They have some relationships, some ideas, maybe some team members, and maybe a few dollars in the bank, none of which is really amounts to much, that you could resell if the company went under. A patent is a thing. It's like they owned a building or something, as you know, right? So intellectual property, that's why they call it property. Um, so yeah, we always appreciate that. Of course, that leads to a lot of due diligence questions very quickly. What is the patent for? Obviously,
Right.
has it been issued? How many years are left on it? Sometimes you see a company that's working with a patent that's already 15 years old. That's less valuable, obviously. What rights do you have to the patent, right? Is it something you are the owner of, or did you license it from someone else? If so, what's the royalty arrangement, or payouts and so forth? So there's a lot of questions around it. Not to skip over the big one, which is what does it actually do, and is it defensible, right? That's the
Right.
big one. But yeah, that's a good conversation to have, because then you're talking, essentially what you're talking about is valuation, right? Like, you're not talking about, do you have anything? You're talking about what's it worth. And that's a conversation every entrepreneur prefers, right? You have a thing. Okay, let's talk about how to value it. And that's good. So I say, yes, I'm thumbs up on patents if you can get them.
Mhm. All right. So get the patents and also have the patents which are defensible enough so that you can have a good negotiation at your valuation round. Excellent. Thank you so much, Scott, for that.
Sure,
I'm
happy to
sure a
help.
lot of people who are listening to us will have a takeaway from this, and
Yeah.
they would implement on the same as well. Thank you
Yeah.
so much
Well,
for
and the piece
sharing
that
that.
might help your business, of course, is that if you have one patent, why not have 5 or 6, right? Because if you've got something smart going on
Correct.
that you figured out ahead of the rest of the market, you can build a whole wall. As Feng said, I think, there's a whole bunch of patents is better than one. And then you really own a corner of the marketplace.
Thanks for adding that as well. Thanks.
And then
Okay,
when you have a
so
wall filled with the patents, you don't care about whether it's a hidden gem inside your own pocket or it's already public to the site.